4 course platforms, 4 pricing pages, 4 very different ways of taking your money. Teachable, Thinkific, Podia, and Gumroad all want to host what you sell. But the number on the pricing page is almost never the number you actually pay. Some charge a flat monthly fee and nothing else. Some charge a low fee plus a cut of every sale. One charges no monthly fee at all and takes 1/10 of everything. So we ran the real math on what a creator actually pays at each level of revenue. Every course platform price is on 2 levers, and you have to read both. The first lever is the flat subscription, a fixed monthly fee you pay whether you sell anything or not. The second is the transaction fee, a percentage the platform skims off every single sale, on top of the subscription. A high monthly fee with a 0% cut is a fixed cost that gets cheaper per sale as you grow. A low or 0 monthly fee with a percentage cut is the opposite. It starts cheap and quietly gets more expensive with every dollar you earn. And underneath both levers sits a third charge nobody advertises loudly, the payment processor. Stripe and PayPal take roughly 2.9% plus 30 cents on every transaction no matter which platform you choose. That layer is unavoidable. So when a platform brags about 0 transaction fees, read it carefully. They mean 0 of their cut. The processor still gets paid. Start with the flat monthly fees, because that's what the marketing leads with. On annual billing, Teachable's entry tier runs about $29 a month, its builder tier $69, and its growth tier around $139. Thinkific is pricier on subscription, about $36 a month at the bottom, $74 in the middle, and $149 for its grow tier. Podia sits low, near $33 a month for its mover plan and $75 for shaker. And Gumroad is the outlier, $0 a month. No subscription at all. If all you compared was these numbers, Gumroad looks free and Thinkific looks expensive. That is exactly the trap. The subscription is only half the price. Almost all of these platforms, by the way, have quietly killed their old free plans. The entry point is now a paid tier or a flat per sale cut. Now the second lever, the cut. And this is where the cheap plans stop being cheap. Teachable's entry tier looks affordable at $29 a month, but it carries a 7.5% transaction fee on top. Its higher tiers drop that to 0. Podia plays the same game. Its lower mover plan takes 5% of every sale, while its shaker plan takes nothing. Thinkific is the cleanest story here. 0 platform transaction fee on its paid tiers if you use its built-in payment processor, which is why its higher subscription starts to make sense. And Gumroad, with no monthly fee at all, takes a flat 10% plus 50 cents on every single sale. Stack the unavoidable processor fee of about 3% on top of each of these, and the true bite becomes clear. The platform that looked free is the one taking the biggest percentage of every dollar you earn. Here's the math that actually matters, the point where paying more in subscription saves you money. Compare 2 Teachable tiers. The entry tier costs about $350 a year but takes 7.5% of sales. The builder tier costs about $830 a year but takes nothing. The difference in subscription is roughly $480. Divide that by the 7.5% fee, and you get the crossover, about $6,400 in annual revenue. Below that, the cheap plan wins. Above it, the expensive plan is actually cheaper, because the fee you avoid now exceeds the subscription you added. The same logic exposes Gumroad. With its flat 10% cut and no monthly fee, a flat $800 a year plan breaks even at about $8,000 of revenue. Sell less than that, and Gumroad's 0 subscription wins. Sell more, and that 10% becomes the most expensive option on the board. Walk it up the revenue ladder and the winner keeps changing. At the very bottom, say $1,000 a year in sales, the percentage fees are tiny in absolute terms, so the platform with no subscription wins outright. Gumroad's 10% on $1,000 is $100, far less than any annual subscription. At around $5,000 a year, the low-fee entry tiers in Gumroad are still roughly neck and neck, all landing in the low hundreds of total cost. But cross into $10,000 to $20,000 a year, and the picture flips hard. Gumroad's 10% on $20,000 is $2,000, while a flat 0 cut tier costs only its $800 subscription. At $50,000 and above, the gap becomes brutal. A percentage platform can cost $3,000 to $5,000 a year more than a flat fee one for the exact same sales. The honest rule, percentage fees are a friend to the beginner and a tax on the successful. Step back and watch how these platforms have moved, because it reveals the strategy. For years, several of them ran genuine free plans, 0 monthly fee in exchange for a fat transaction cut, sometimes 8 to 10%. That free plan was never charity. It was customer acquisition, get the beginner in for nothing, then ride the percentage up as they grow. But over the last couple of years, Teachable, Thinkific, and Podia all quietly retired their free tiers and pushed everyone onto paid subscriptions. The message is clear. They would rather collect a predictable monthly fee than gamble on a creator's success. Gumroad went the other direction, leaning all the way into the no subscription, flat percentage model, betting that simplicity wins the low end. So the market has split into two camps, the subscription camp that profits from your commitment and the percentage camp that profits from your sales. Knowing which camp a platform is in tells you exactly who it's priced for. So which platform actually costs the least? The honest answer is that it depends entirely on one number you control: how much you sell. There is no cheapest platform in the abstract. There is only the cheapest platform for your revenue. If you're just starting and selling a few $1,000s a year, the no subscription, pay-per-sale model wins because a flat monthly fee would eat a beginner alive. As you climb past roughly $6,000 to $8,000 in annual sales, the math inverts and the flat subscription, zero-cut tiers quietly become the cheaper choice. So the single sharpest filter is this question: is my platform priced to profit from my subscription or from my sales? If it takes a percentage, it is your silent partner, and the more you succeed, the bigger its share grows. Price it against your real revenue, run the crossover, and switch tiers the moment the cut exceeds the subscription you'd pay to escape it.